shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. Born in the music. See my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music. Born in a music. Born in a
tripping off grades and just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. To these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got to stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my name is Jumper, up a pump, pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Sean, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I've been dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the snows, all the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds.
I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build that with the pain to the steps, got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans, ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53. I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try look. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Stealing heads, squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a band lead. Hanging like a war hall or like a band seed. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it?
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody wanna doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet your be on the floor. Big carbon here like Mayweather, Tula come through and blow up. Got millions out there rap, they hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that, she a head case, all she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week, back no more features, I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week, back no more features, I might embarrass you. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving, no curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the Big Glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, Glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, Glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get 'em, Glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on game. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving, no curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow,
jail on the gag, glow. Yeah, glow.
Boy.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a side while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers is disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yuke. And they sending shots, but somehow I just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G. You know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, more PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they loving us. No more, no R&Us, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get ice till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 Up in up. What you gon' do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the flow elevator, we facing my brad. You want deposit the memo, cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, hot to the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ford. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Here's 2nd and 5. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Throwing now on first down. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
From the 45 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They're going to throw it on third and long. He puts some air under a deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Cleveland! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. And look at this return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they had that one contained right at the line. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. In up to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Goff setting to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got Khalif Raymond. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Shotgun snap here to go. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Detroit. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's stuffed cold by that defensive front. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Here's Goff. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Here's Ford running right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A draw play working this well requires perfect timing. They got the linebackers right out of their gaps for that split second, had the opening, and boom, that's when he hit the hole. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's a throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Lions.
First down throw from Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Goff back to throw. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. This one's taken in by Hill. This is ahead for about 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And they'll have enough time to try to get into field goal range. Just a shade over 40 seconds remaining in the half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Setting up a throw. Connection made to Judy. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Third and just 2 to go. Back to throw. He's throwing this all the way for the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage.
Field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now gone. Patrick with the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion, headed right. Off play action, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Running it with David Montgomery. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Gone. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
The Lions readying for the punt. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And that brings up 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Goff on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is Gibbs on second down. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Goff on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So out now comes the punter. Jack Fox will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room down the left sideline to the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a lead just before the end of the third. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
From 17.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. That one complete to Njoku. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him. And there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
2nd and 4. Got his target. It's Hill. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled by Jack Campbell. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Wow, wide open here. Complete. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And that carry gets him up to the 44 on the solid game. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's got 4 on the run, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Third and just 2 to go. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he runs down after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed out the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Lions get the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's
from now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Totoro, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snack of my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, back your buddy. If you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, will we get the bag? Yeah, don't you get too mad? Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, this hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. We getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, will we get the bag? Yeah, don't you get too mad? Run it back.
I steep, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. Yeah.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a leak. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, dance all. You pay fees for my big show. Any visa for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face and that's the face card on my wrist. She get away. She get away. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not a baby. For my cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud. Put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shiny. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16, renegade on a make it. Buy a tree, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shiny. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter. Seeing heaven on earth. No, I could have been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment.
turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attempt chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack got treat the whole world 'cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that to the anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, why? But you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. What? My own kid.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now here's Aaron Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. One of the tight ends in motion right. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll get that to all his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one finds Chase. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Gesicki, the man in motion. Second down, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. On first down, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On second down, here's McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Running left, it's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Bengals offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Burrow now. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw is Burrow. A quick slant caught by Hill. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Higgins sent in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. This one complete to Higgins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They'll run here with Brown. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one finds Chase. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals going to open up a 17-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the draw, here's Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy to the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones. A gain there of 13 yards.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Jones. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here comes 3rd and 6. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
This one caught at the 4. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Bengals 4-yard line.
2nd down, goal to go. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he will score! Game on! J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings! And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. A carry here for Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's Brown. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They proved much the best in this one. To get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.